Mount Agung, a volcano on Indonesia's vacation island Bali, is expected to erupt, sparking an exodus of about 100,000 people from the area. Agung's murmurings threaten Bali's main business, potentially intimidating tourists into skipping the island's beaches and Hindu temples. An eruption could temporarily disrupt air travel in the region by spewing ash into the atmosphere. 1. What's raising concerns? Daily tremors from Mount Agung have volcanologists warning of a high probability it will blow. Authorities have mandated the evacuation of everyone living within 12 kilometers (7.5 miles) of the mountain. Agung is the highest peak on the island, and Balinese traditionally use the term seaward and mountainward, a reference to the volcano to convey direction in place of the terms north and south. Mount Agung in Bali on September 26. 2. When did Agung last blow? It erupted in 1963, throwing debris as high as 10 kilometers in the air, wrecking dozens of villages in a radius of about 7 kilometers, and claiming more than 1,500 lives. Mudflows caused by heavy rainfall afterward killed an additional 200 people, and a second eruption 3 months later killed 200 more. Since then, the volcano has occasionally belched smoke and ash. Improved monitoring is expected to reduce the damage to life and property from future eruptions. 3. What's at stake economically? Travel and tourism accounts for about 10% of Indonesia's gross national product, and Bali is its most popular destination. Some 3.4 million foreign tourists visited the island between January and July this year. Indonesian officials say tourists are in no danger from Mount Agung, and there are ample attractions outside of the danger zone surrounding the volcano. But the great majority of visitors travel to and from Bali by air. Atmospheric ash from volcanic eruptions in other parts of Indonesia disrupted flights to Bali earlier this year, last year and in 2015. Frequent flyers through Bali's Denpasar Airport include AirAsia, Garuda, Lion Air, Jetstar Airways and Singapore Airlines. However, services that fly over Indonesia won't be affected as carriers can divert their flight paths to avoid ash clouds. And the authorities have readied 10 airports on other islands to handle traffic should Bali's airport be closed. An evacuation center in Kelungkung Regency, Bali on September 25. 4. Was it always so? In 1982, a British Airways 747 en route to Perth lost all 4 engines when it encountered ash from Indonesia's Mount Kelungkung. The plane fell for about 6 kilometers before the pilot was able to restart 3 engines and make an emergency landing in Jakarta. That and other similar incidents raised awareness of the perils of flying through volcanic ash, resulting in better tracking of ash clouds as well as equipment that can detect ash particles. 5. How common are volcanoes in Indonesia? The country, an archipelago of more than 13,000 islands, has the world's largest number of historically active volcanoes, 78. Indonesia is located on the so-called Pacific Rim of Fire, an arc of volcanoes and geological fault lines surrounding the Pacific Basin. 2 of the largest eruptions in the past 200 years occurred in Indonesia, at Mount Tambora in 1815 and Krakatau in the Sunda Strait in 1883. In the 1919 eruption of Mount Kelad, more than 5,000 people were killed from gas and lava flows. Showers have scalding water from the volcano's crater lake and mudflows. The reference shelf.